Gorringes are on view yet again for our sale on the 4th of October. And it's not the old grey whistle test, it is Gorringes. And we've got some amazing musical equipment in. And Paul here, the hidden talents within Gorringes always, is an amazing player of such instruments. So, Paul, tell us about this. This is a Fender Stratocaster, I can see.
This is a replica of the Hendrix Woodstock Strat, and it's been with reverse headstock, so right-handed players can play it. It's a custom shop USA import, so it's coming away from the States. It's very hard to find in the shops, very rare, in lovely condition, beautiful to play, and it's got all the hard case with it, all the paperwork that was with it, I believe, is with it.
Nice. And what are we estimating that?
We've got this in at 2,000 to 2,500, I think.
Okay, and that's a good.
I think they're
estimate,
about 3,500.
3,500 retail.
Go and get it.
Okay, cool. Now you're sat on a Marshall amp.
Yeah, we've got the very nice Marshall Jvm Amp, which is a special range Marshall did. Again, that's quite an expensive amp. I think we've got that at 400 to 600, which is a good buy. They're about 800 to 1,200 in the shops. So we've got that. We've got quite a couple of Marshall amps.
These are two jobs, aren't they?
They are. They're two jobs. So, they're both very good quality, and there's a few others mixed in for very beginners. We've got, or amateurs, anyone wants to play. We've got a nice Fender acoustic. We've got a little Yamaha acoustic, like 526. And very beginner, if you're really starting or Christmas coming up, you've got an Encore Strat copy, which is a basic guitar for beginners. A nice, very lovely acoustic that came from the same place as the Strat. It's a this is a Yamaha. Really nice. This is called a trans acoustic, and this has got built-in special effects that come with it and all sorts of doodads. That's a really nice, lovely guitar to play, that one. Really nice. And then we've got guitar books and tutorials and magazines, and there's a little box of tuners and picks and all sorts in that lot. That's lot 529. Again, we've got various Marshall amps, from little beginner amps to quite good quality stage amps if you wanted to use them. A little range of guitar pedals, varying from, we've got looper pedals and avalanche pedal, we've got a load of Boss pedals, that's a Digitech multi-effects pedal that does everything you can imagine it wants to do. And then we've got a Boss pedal board and the Boss pedals that are with it. And these are some Hendrix Dunlop pedals, including a little quite sweet mini Crybaby Wah Wah pedal. And then ranging on, again in the higher end guitars, we've got a very unusual Fender Jaguar American Original Series. I think it's 2018, 2019. Don't see a lot of them. Guitar. We've got a lovely, I think it's 2018 Gibson Les Paul. It's slightly different. It's a high performance one, which means the pickups have got push-pull switches, which you don't see every day. We've got a lovely Gretsch. That's really lovely to play. And then we also vary around. We've got, if you're finished with your playing, we've got a box TV and soundbar and a selection of quad speakers. All coming up.
Fabulous, brilliant, thank you very much.
That's all right.
So there we go, such hidden talents at Gorringes. Anything about musical instruments, particularly guitars, Paul's brilliant on. So, as well as all this fine musical stuff, what else do we have? Well, again, we've got the lot as usual. Behind me, these are rather interesting. Will Be Hart, an obscure, relatively obscure. Certainly if you Google him, you don't get a lot, but you do find some work in the Towner gallery in Eastbourne, some sculpture, and these are both by Will Be Hart, come from a local property, sort of very artistic individual, and these are lots 634, 635, interesting things. There's some other work from the same property I may well touch on as we go round. Then what else catches my eye? Well, lot 271 is a hatchment, sort of pretty well in two pieces. It's coming apart. It clearly was apart in the past, but nicely painted. The Emerald Thomas Exton Miles, 1664. That's a nice decorative item, sort of thing. The market
271.
Yeah, that's lot 271, as stated earlier on. Shush, I can't take calls. I'm filming. So, what else do we have? Well, looking down the line, enamel signs, Asian dishes, Edwardian mantle clocks. Roger's churned out loads of jewellery as usual. Fabulous selection of jewellery in the sale. Moving back along this line, nice full glass clock he picks up on. This has got a detached leg, I note, but that will just be fixed back on. And a Mercury pendulum, which is rather nice. That's lot 311. Carrying on down with Troika, more Moët and Chandon Dom Perignon vintage champagne, 1961. These sort of dates are still popular for people's birthdays, celebrations. Carrying on, fishing reels I'm looking at, Haddon Hall pattern ceramics.
Wait for me.
Oh, sorry, yes, there you are. There's finials of things that didn't sell last week, but back in again at less money, no doubt. I've got hand tools there. We've got Chinese scrolls. Portraits, a couple of sort of military portraits. They're like 583. A little bit fuzzy in execution, but decorative things. Always nice when they've got the red coats on and what have you. I think they're in at £200 to £300. Over the back, there's a small collection of antique. What are you looking at there? You're just
Porsche.
Automatically drawn to anything that says Porsche. They look original, don't they?
Yeah, they do. Thought they were rather nice.
Come from the Goodwood Revival. They don't seem to have a label on them as yet.
No.
So I'm not quite sure what they're about, but no doubt one can Google the sale. Anything you see here. They're with the box. Well, they're with 391. Okay, so 391. You've got someone's pinched a Porsche's hubcaps. You've got a truncheon, and then an interesting collection of ephemera. Motorcycle ephemera. I'm seeing Lucas lamps from the 1920s. Nice, interesting lot that. So a good mixture there. Over the back, we've got a collection of Georgian twist stem glasses. Some nice stained glass up the top. We're going to go around and see if we can do something with that. It's not in, they're saying. You don't think it's in?
Last week.
It's not in, it was last week. You missed it. So did I. There we go. Did it sell well? Yes, thumbs up. How much did it make? Don't know. There we go. This is lovely. This was lovely. Still is lovely. Lot 481. Pilkington Lancastrian wares. Beautiful thing, but unfortunately it has been very broken. It has been severely damaged and put back together again, and it's all gone through the stem here, and you can feel it's still a bit. I can feel the wobble in it, but a lovely thing that, nonetheless, to be admired and less expensive, of course. So, you know, buy a piece that you don't have to break the bank to acquire. In the land of silver, well, you can't get a turkey for Christmas apparently because there's no carbon dioxide, but you can get a silver turkey, all the better. That's going to be lot 858 with the old detachable head. Actually, that's Hanau or somewhere similar. Roger will have it all catalogued and described as ever.
Why has it got a detachable head?
Roger?
Yes.
Why does it have a detachable head?
You put something inside it.
Because you put something inside it. What do you put inside it?
Small nuts, perhaps.
Very small nuts. Yes, but there we go. Don't ask the experts here, that's for sure. Traditionally, these things always do have detachable heads. And whether at one time they were used as condiments or something like that, it'd be rather odd shaking your pepper or salt out of that.
You nailed it.
It would damage it, you know, the salt would corrode it and the pepper would go everywhere. But sometimes they're drilled so that they act that way. But whatever reason, detachable heads is a common thing. And it answers on a postcard to Gorringes' idiot department. And if we get a good answer, we'll read it out next week, so to speak. Otherwise, collection of Scottish provincial silver spoons.
Oh yes.
Ooh, yes, he says.
Something for everybody there. Some rare ones amongst it.
Only if you collect Scottish provincial spoons. There's some rarities. What are the rarities? Forres.
And
Look, the person talking. You
Stonehaven.
can see his leg there.
Stonehaven. There's some really... Aberdeen.
Are you going to take them out, or am I?
Dundee. Well, I mean, to be fair, they're just spoons. There's some spoons. And there's a spoon. It's really not so much about what they look like as where they come from and who made them. So Scottish provincial silver is quite desirable. IPR, Rog, where's IPR?
no, that's the maker.
That's the maker. So what? It's a sort of
I think that's John and Patrick Riach.
of. It's like a tool turret.
Oh, I want to say Perth,
He wants to say Perth.
but I might be wrong.
Anyway, it's lot 808.
It's all described.
And it's all described, it's all been thoroughly researched, as always, here at Gorringes. And they're all fully catalogued, makers and places, and trust me, there'll be a lot of interest in those because They are very popular things with collectors. Here's a curiosity: Anthony van Dyke, Copley fielding, sort of late 18th, early 19th century. And apparently this miniature is by him. Now, he usually worked in oil, in sort of landscapes and the like, but I don't quite see why anyone would bother faking this. Putting the inscription on, and it's a portrait of Alice Burkitt Foster. So it's a curiosity. It's dated 1837, lot 638. There we go. That's a bit different. What else have I got for you? Yes, I wanted to show you some art from where the sculptures came from.
That's too close.
Going back here, mind the painting. Along the line, yeah, I thought this was fun. I liked this. This is by an artist who was a local artist called Barbara Frey. And it's called Nautilus Pompilius. It's got a rather nice sculptural quality about it, in my opinion. That's lot 558. And it's lurking. We've got some whiskies here. It's lurking near some bronzes. As ever, it's Michael Cadman. Nice folio of Michael Cadman artwork. Lot 581. Whole folio full of things there. Really good lot there. Nice mixture. There'd be more to come, quite probably. So, yes, it's all here. It's the 4th of October, and as ever, come along and have a look, and it's all wonderful, and we look forward to seeing you at the viewing or the sale. Thank you.